Welcome back to the morning show here on the Rice News. The All Progressives Congress presidential candidate, Bola Tinubu, once said that his life ambition was to become Nigeria's president. Before we get to our next guest, let's get to hear again what is said at the moment of being declared winner of last week's presidential primary.
Our party is alive. They won't be able to do the convention. Here we are, the first convention to choose a new executive. We put you there, it was successful. The governors put themselves together as party leaders and many other leaders. We worked hard. We didn't break our back. We are here, very happy and confident, courageous, to tell you that the cat that lies down quietly is not the pretension of death, but breathing of the energy to devour his enemies. Now we are here. We roar. We do it. We tell Poverty Development Party. They call themselves PDP. 16 years of misery, 16 years of wastefulness, 16 years of failures, 16 years forgetting about our children today and tomorrow. We said, step aside, be buried, cry, and leave the way for us. We will repair our country and we bring it back as strong and the best nation for our children.
Before the commencement of last week's special national convention of Nigeria's ruling party, the All Progressives Congress, not many people will have doubted the ability of Senator Bola Tinubu to beat all comers and secure the party's presidential ticket. Aside his much talked about very considerable war chest, the man's widespread influence over party matters and his capacity as his national leader remain unquestioned. However, with the prize ticket finally in the kitty, questions over his ability to go through the rigors of a nationwide presidential campaign and even the prospect of leading a country with Nigeria's mounting problems are beginning to resonate across the political spectrum. After President Muhammadu Buhari's widely publicized health issues, is Nigeria ready to go down that route again? Well, joining us now to have a conversation around all of this is Senator Adeseye Ogunlewe, a former Minister of Works and a member of the All Progressives Congress. Good morning, Senator Ogunlewe. Good to have you on the show with us this morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, my dear sister.
All right. Good to have you. Sir, let's start this way.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much. The convention, the special convention of your party, the APC, has come and gone. But of course, it was preceded by intrigues and drama. Ultimately, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu emerged as the candidate. How will you assess Asiwaju's emergence? And what do you think this portends for the party going into the general elections in 2023? And if you could also tie that to the drama that led to that, his emergence, can we say that the president actually had a successor in mind, or were they just playing games, or did Asiwaju succeed in beating everybody to the game? Or shall we say that the president, as always, was for nobody and was for everybody at the convention? How did you see it?
Well, thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome.
Let me first of all congratulate all politicians in Nigeria, and particularly the entire country, for having two politicians now as our candidates. Since 1999, we didn't have politicians contesting as president and winning. But this time around, we have two politicians from the same family, PDM, who have sacrificed all their life for the development of this country. And I can assure Nigerians things will change for the better with Bola Tinubu. Number two, Tinubu is a strategist. I said it since 2019, that if they zone the presidency to the south, there is hardly anybody who can match the tenacity, the competence, the focus of Bola Tinubu. What went throughout in Abuja preceding the National Convention was normal. People will always want to strategize and outsmart one another. But hardly can any one of them outsmart the master of the game. That is Bola Tinubu. He has tried for the several times. He has learned the rope. He knows what to do. He knows who to contact. He was focused. He was not disturbed at all. I was there present with him almost throughout. And his passion for the development of Nigeria is unbelievable. It was so clear in his mind that he will get this ticket to liberate Nigeria. And we must congratulate him and thank him for putting in this level of effort for our sake, for the sake of the young ones, our children, and for the sake of this, our country. Yes, Adamu, the national chairman, tried, but we are smart him. You don't joke with a smart person. He will predict what you are going to do. He went to his house to ask him question, and the man was livid. He said, "Oh, we are here. No, we didn't mean it. You cannot mean it. We are going on the floor to contest in the primary. If anybody is more competent to defeat me, why not? But let us have a competition." And that was what everybody in Nigeria wanted. And they had it. So congratulations to Nigeria. You cannot manage, politics. Where somebody is competent, somebody is willing to sacrifice his own life. I've told him, what else do you want? If it is wealth, you are comfortable. If it is popularity, you are very popular. But for our sake, for the sake of our children, you want to serve this country. And by the special grace of God, God will give you this power to salvage our country. Bola Tinubu, congratulations.
All right, Senator Ogunlewe. Now to the question on the minds of everybody. What are your thoughts on how Bola Tinubu will possibly maneuver the choice of a running mate? As a Muslim from the Southwest who will most likely look to the North for this individual, do you reckon we could possibly see a Muslim ticket for the APC? And if so, could this pose a challenge to the party's success prospects in a country as religiously polarized as Nigeria?
We are at a crossroad in our country, and all of us must sit down and address our future. Fine. The Christians have the right to demand for the vice presidency of the country, which is very legitimate. But the circumstance we have now, what do you think a political party should do to win an election? We have 19 governors from the north. Only 2 of them are Christians. And we want them to support us to vote and win. My own idea as a politician is for you to be strategic. What must you do to win this election? We will come back to the issue of religion. Fortunately for us, the presidency is one person. There is no vice president in Aso Rock. There is only one president. All you need to do is now to sit down after winning the election. Just as when they were talking about rotation, it has been rotated to the southwest or to the south, and we have won. How do you now win this election? And that is for the leadership of this party to think about. Who can give us the votes? Fortunately for us, Peter Obi is a Christian. He will carry the votes of Christians, not the majority though. So let the Muslim also carry their own votes, and let us see who is going to win.
But sir, do you think that at this point, you said we're at the crossroads, but do you think that a Muslim ticket at this point will fly? Given what happened when Asiwaju was to be made the running mate to Buhari 8 years ago in 2014, what was used against him, and Asiwaju did make that confession. What was used against him was that he was a Muslim, and that pitching him with a Muslim northerner will not augur well for the votes from the south. But here you are saying that if Peter Obi is going to take the votes of the Christian, it's better that Asiwaju Bola Tinubu picks a Muslim from the north. How fair to southern Christians do you think that this will be? And in any case, if an article of the PDP is without a doubt going to pick a Christian southerner, why do we always concede to the northerners that for a running mate to emerge from there, it has to be a Muslim? How fair is this to you, sir?
Thank you very much. We will vote for competence. We will vote for the manifesto. What do you have to offer Nigerians? We are not going to vote for religion. We are past that stage now. My own take is, let us see who can salvage this country. Look at the level of our debts. We are collapsing as a nation, whether we like it or not. Our universities have been on, tertiary institutions have been on strike for close to how many years now, how many months now? Children don't go to school. We have out of school children about 14, 15 million. Look at our GDP. Look at our growth. We are a failed nation already. Let's leave religion apart. Let's pick for competence and the future of our country. We will all go to churches, we'll go to mosques to pray to God. But God, give us one of your children, whether a Muslim or a Christian, who can salvage our country. That is our prayer. We are past that stage of picking religion above competence, above salvation, above the future of this country. We will come to that level where we are going to say, okay, who is going to be secretary to the government? That is not the only position. We have 5 key positions in Nigeria. Who is going to be the Senate president? Who is going to be the speaker? The chief judge of the Justice of the Federation? Who is going to be the SSG? Then we can talk about religion. But for God's sake, let all you journalists believe in the future of Nigeria. And let us salvage this country first. If we are at a crossroad, things are not too good at all. Look at the dollar, 608 as of yesterday. The economy is collapsing. And even the churches are not getting too much money now from contribution, because poverty is ravaging the country. They don't pay again in the churches or in the mosque. So, my own, let us vote for competence. Let us vote for capacity. Let us vote for the future of our country, not religion.
All right, Senator Ogunlewe, while that's very easy to say on paper, it sounds really lovely on paper, but the truth is that the wide popularity of this notion is that it offends the ethno-religious sensibilities of Nigerians. That's just the dynamic of the country that we operate in. But let's put that aside for now, and let's move over to your party dynamics. Now, over the last few years, your party has been tagged as a politically incohesive group, going by all the internal ramblings that it has experienced. Let's get your thoughts on whether or not Bola Tinubu's emergence as its flag bearer could possibly galvanize opposing dynamics within the APC. Is that possible?
He's a strategist. He will not do it alone. He has the link. He has the network to consult at the university level. Professors who are competent to advise. He will reach out to everybody. The country does not belong to him alone, but he's going to take the glory if there are resources. So that is all my take in this matter. It is not a question of Bola Tinubu. He's going to work for the success of this country. That is all. He's just going to be our flag bearer, our president. But that is not enough to to salvage the country. Need so many other hands, other professionals, so many other competent that will come on board to assist in salvaging this country. It's a difficult matter, affair, very difficult issue to solve. But I think it's competent and capable of harnessing all the resources in the country, from the north, from the east, from the south, from the northeast, from the north central. It will pull out all the best brains and they will come on board. It's not going to make it a party matter at all. People who are competent will come on board. He must open his gate to everybody, to views. Don't as we have now, people can hardly see our president. Bola Tinubu has an open.
Yeah, we seem to be experiencing a.
Senator Ogunlewe, it looks like we're having issues, getting him. It's raining heavily in Lagos today, and it looks like network, is a bit bad.
Interrupted.
He's interrupted. He's been interrupted.
Right. But Steve, on this topic that we, it's.
I mean, it's making very valid points about the personality and the capacity of the APC presidential candidate, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed, Tinubu. The politics aside, he's saying that things are bad. We need another person to try. And who's the person? He's saying, let's have somebody with capacity. Let's have somebody who, I think we have Senator Ogunlewe back. Senator, can you hear me? Are you back with us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, sir. You were making a point. So
Go ahead.
Okay, sir. I was thinking that maybe you might want to land on your thought, or should we proceed with another question, if that's fine? Can you hear me, Senator Ogunlewe?
Yeah, we might have.
It looks like
it's going to be a tricky one.
Yeah,
it's going to be a tricky one.
But
he's there, so of course we'll carry on with the conversation.
Yeah. I mean, he was making the point about the fact that you need a new hand to try things. But then my worry, though, is in saying that, is he basically trying to dismiss what President Muhammadu Buhari and the APC, as the ruling party, have done in 7 years? Because if you're saying that we're at a crossroads, things are bad, the president is not accessible, we need somebody with an open door policy, we need somebody to come and fix it. That's like a commentary on the performance of the same party that
I think he's not mincing words about it. I think that's what he's saying.
But then, how would that resonate among the voters? Because if you recall at the campaign, the last grand campaign in Lagos in 2015, what Asiwaju said was that when America was challenged, America went for a general. When England was in Eisenhower, when England was challenged, England went for a general. When France was challenged, they went for a general in Charles de Gaulle. And that Nigeria, as at 2015, was deeply challenged, and that we needed a general, to help fix it. Yeah. Insecurity was the major issue. Boko Haram was big. We didn't probably even have ISWAP as at that time. Now, Asiwaju recommended a general who, looking back in 7 years, hasn't been able to fix, the issue. Okay, Senator Ogunlewe, good to have you back with us, sir.
It's a pleasure.
All right, I was just making a point about...
Go ahead.
Yes, sir, about what you have said and how do you think this will be a sad commentary on the 7 years of APC and General Buhari in government? And how will Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu sell his own candidacy, given the fact that he was the one who basically recommended Buhari to Nigerians, and as he claimed, made him president? And then secondly, with Asiwaju now running to be the president, do you think that he will have unwittingly left his flanks open in Lagos? And given the growing, intensity of the Lagos for Lagos movement, which is now in PDP, and which has produced a candidate, a formidable young gentleman in Dr. Jide Adediran, do you think that Lagos, while Asiwaju is gunning for the federal, that Lagos might flip if care is not taken? Even the governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has been with Asiwaju in Abuja, for weeks and days and months. Are we about to witness a change in Lagos with PDP taking over while Asiwaju is busy in Abuja trying to get his life ambition fulfilled?
No. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is a Trojan. He's a fighter. He's not going to leave Lagos for nobody. He's going to win with landslide. There is no problem at all. There is no vacuum. We have all the...
Senator Ogunlewe, are you... Okay.
Dream. It's not all. And believe it or not, Asiwaju is the master. He will leave the footprint out. We are going to succeed. And I can assure you, Governor Sanwo-Olu is very, very competent to handle anything. You know, about the 7 years of APC, government is a continuum. It doesn't end with anybody. Our dear President, Muhammad Buhari, has done his best. And it is not zero. You can score it 70% in some area, 50% in some area, but he has tried his best. The only but is open policy. Because I have been in government for several years. I know what an outsider you don't even believe can offer you advice that will bring prosperity to your job. Will just come in and talk to you. And you will not imagine, you close your door as a government, you are going to enjoy yourself from the array of, information, from what you can hear, advice, people coming to you. I have served in many governments. Let me talk to you about Jakonde. Every 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, every day.
Yeah, I think the rain is going to really
the rain is quite heavy outside, and
yeah.
it's affecting, And Senator Blair was making, very valid points there,
He's saying there's no cause for alarm.
Well, I mean, he's saying that rates President Muhammadu Buhari's administration the way that you would want. He has made some successes in certain areas, and then, of course, it's found wanting in other areas, and that in any case, we need a kind of different approach, which he believes that Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, can provide. Yeah. Of course, part of what we were hoping to ask him is about Asiwaju's health and his age, given the concerns that people have. But of course, who will doubt? Because if we say that, can he go through the intensity of the campaigns that are coming? But then we can also say that Asiwaju traveled to practically more than 2/3 of the states in Nigeria for this primary election. Sometimes, moving to 2 or 3 states in a day, just like Buhari did, in 2014, 2015. So you can say that who determines who's healthy? People get sick, etc. So I think that it's fair enough. I mean, Senator Ogunlewe was very clear about the fact that he was standing by Asiwaju. He was with him in Abuja, and his candidate has emerged now. He has all the confidence that going into the election, he will do very well against Atiku.